For those of us in orthoptics, I think we look at it as this great puzzle of what is happening with this patient. How do the two eyes work together? And if they're not working together properly, that's our job to figure out why.
Orthoptists really are experts trained in eye muscle disorders, in visual development, and these are the common things that we see in the majority of our patients. In our practice, an orthoptist is a clinical partner in helping evaluate and treat children with eye muscle problems and amblyopia. Orthoptists often perform the initial evaluation of children and their eye muscle disorders and help us both to diagnose and treat these conditions.
It's really a great privilege to be able to do this, and to do this for a doctor, and to be respected for your work, and to work in partnership with them in order to treat patients.
When a student begins, they have to learn the basics of ophthalmology. So the anatomy of the eye, the physiology, how to check a vision.
The Orthoptic program is a comprehensive 24-month program that is very rich in clinical experience, but also very rich in didactics. We have 7 pediatric ophthalmologists on staff, and the beauty of this program is that orthoptists in training can glean experience and knowledge from 7 different pediatric ophthalmologists.
With orthoptic students, we have wonderful orthoptists that take the primary role in providing lectures as well as the clinical skills that are needed. But as mentioned, we do everything in partnership, both in the clinic and in teaching aspects. So when I see patients or see interesting findings on children, I will usually discuss it with the orthoptic student, and they will often ask me questions as well in how I diagnose and manage patients. And that interchange often provides a greater insight, not only for the student, but often for myself as well, to think of questions that I may not have thought about.
There is such a level of camaraderie that a student in that environment is just put in a place to thrive and to learn. And there's great respect for all of the people whose hands are in patient care. People wonder, how can you work with children all day, and how can you get any information, and it has to be so frustrating. The fact of the matter is, actually working with kids can be incredibly rewarding and a lot of fun. Children come with usually great fun and curiosity, and once you can kind of put them at ease, the exam is really a pleasure, and it can be just a great experience.
A pediatric eye exam is very different than an adult eye exam. You have to be creative. You have to roll with the punches, as we say. You may have a child who is crying the entire time. It's still your job to figure out what's going on, and our students have all found their unique way to interact with the child and the parent.
The Orthoptic program at Children's Eye Care has been the most amazing experience I could have ever imagined or asked for. I went to school to be a teacher just because I knew I wanted to work with kids. I started knowing nothing about ophthalmology, and I just sat for my written boards feeling overly prepared and knowing everything that I needed to know. My teachers were outstanding, both Judy and Mary, my mentors.
We really get to know our students well, and they get to really glean from this profession what we have loved about it for so many years.
You can't help but form a bond with the student because they become as passionate about this field as we are, and there really is that connection that you know you will always have. That our previous students we talk about patients with still, or we may receive a text message from a student saying, hey, I saw this today and this is what I found and what do you think? And it really is an ongoing relationship.
So not only are Mary and Judy amazing teachers, but I also can consider them one of my really good friends now. We actually have such a good time together.
And we all love each other. If you don't love us, when you start, you will.
I still had about 10 months left in my program, and I had about 5 different job opportunities that presented themselves.
What I believe is very special about children's eye care is that the care of our patients comes from a team effort. Pediatric ophthalmologist, orthoptist, our technical staff all work together with great camaraderie and great respect for each other in order to do good patient care. And what this provides for an orthoptic student is an environment to thrive in learning and to thrive in just being an excellent orthoptist.